Good morning. How are you today? Well, it's a little brisk this Saturday. I spent part of the morning having Mother's Day picking up plants at a distance in various locations in Northern Virginia. And one place they had these great wool products, so I got something from my hand. You know how you want to be able to use your fingers and still keep your hand warm. So it's a little bit of an affectation today because it's my hand is not that cold, but it feels so nice to have the wool on your fist. And so now the wind is coming up, and if you can see the clouds to my right suggest a terrible rainstorm, although the weatherman says that's not going to happen. Here in America, we're talking about unemployment, and exactly why are we surprised that people are not going to jobs? Because they're still afraid of the virus and getting it. And Republicans are saying, oh, they're just sitting at home because they're getting this money for unemployment. No, that's not it. They're sitting at home because they can't be reassured they'll be safe because we have so many people who are anti-vaxxers and who won't keep distance. Anyhow, I guess we won't know for sure, but I do know people who are getting the infections and they haven't been vaccinated yet, and I see more people without masks on, and that's a real shame that people put us all at risk because they are anti-vaxxers. By the way, this is off the subject a little bit. Who wants to see Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live? I don't get that. I guess if they're inviting him on, they're inviting him on so they can make fun of him. The biggest issue kicking around, I guess, continues to be what we're going to do about our friends when it comes to voting. And I read a story today that DeJoy, you may remember him from the last election, the Postmaster General. Well, he's cutting back on services and not installing new machines and consolidating and everything, which is more of the same, to compromise our mail system, compromise our ability to have elections so that they're operating on all four cylinders. And so nobody's stopping him yet, although there have been appointments by Biden to the board that could remove him, but that hasn't happened yet. And that's a real shame. And we have states out there who are continuing to do what I think is criminal, which is they're trying to limit the ability of people to go vote, limiting the number of boxes, limiting the number of days, choosing precincts where they may change the locations so that they confuse the voters. And there are several answers to that. One, of course, is going to court, and I think there are court cases starting. And when I look at the pleadings, I'll tell you what I think they mean and what their success is. Some of it's pretty obvious. There's the Voting Rights Act, there are constitutional amendments, there's fundamental due process, there's discrimination laws. There's a whole bunch of laws that should apply here. But the best thing we can do is to take whatever law it is, however outrageous it is, and find a way to comply with it, to beat them at the game that they've changed. And we have enough time, knowing what it is today, to do that. But we have another problem. Back in, there were earlier elections, and I was working with John Conyers, who was the ranking member on the House Judiciary Committee, meaning he was the Democrat and the Democrats were in the minority. And he would take me with him, as he did with other staffers, don't get me wrong. And he was doing a lot of radio interviews about the time of the election. And they were asking him about why Democrats were losing in various places. And he had one word: quitters. And he was the kind of guy, I was only there to assist him, but he would bring me into the studio with him, and to the, I think, surprise and maybe the chagrin of the host, he'd then say, John, what do you think about this or that? And then I'd answer the question as he would phrase it to me, as he would ask me. And that was John for you. So, but we have a lot of quitters this year in both chambers, both in the House and the Senate. And so this is a serious problem, and it's not going to go away easily. So we have to pay attention to these things. And finally, for all you women out there who are mothers or who have taken care of children and care about nurturing the world and doing one of the most important jobs that one can do. Have a happy Mother's Day tomorrow. I'll probably say the same thing tomorrow. And it's just started to pour here. So, and I thought I'd get away with it. Just never trust the weatherman. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Sunday, in my Cathedral of Trees, and we can pick this up. Bye-bye.